Welcome back again for yet another review. This week, or I guess this video today, I don't know how I'm going to upload these. I haven't decided yet. We're going to go over another one. An acquaintance of mine had this 19th century, early 19th century. It's said to be dated from early 1800s, 1800 to 1820. I showed it to a couple people, and they're kind of confused about the hole size. The hole size is a little bit too big for it to be 1800s, so maybe somebody had opened them up a little bit more at some point, and maybe the Utaguchi is also new as well. It looks like ivory. It may be like a deer horn as well. So beautiful color. That's the first thing. I think like this bottom part, someone was probably added urushi on top of it. They had the idea like, oh, maybe I'll do makie, and then they put the urushi on it and they gave up and they're like, never mind, I won't do it. Or maybe some cracking have happened or something like that. An interesting thing on this one is it has a bell extension on the bottom, which lowers the pitch of the row. So maybe what happened, they were opening the holes and getting them bigger, and then the row got sharper or something like that, or some of the other notes, something happened, and then they had to add an extension on it. The row's not very big. So it's definitely something strange happening on the inside of the bore with this flute. But the one thing that's definitely accurate for its time period is the opening here being wider, and then the end being very very thin, very small. Chi is towari. It's a good sign as well. Go ahead and take a look at our favorite piece, which is going to be the Itsuki Komori Yuta. Another thing to think about with flutes, and I almost failed to mention this the past couple of times as well, is that however the maker plays is going to be like how you need to play the flute. So you almost have to, copy their style of playing in a way. And this is just kind of how I feel about the process of when I play. Like I've met with players who are also makers, and I watch how they play their own flute. And then if I play like them, if I manipulate, if I play off a little bit to the side, and I go down a little bit, I get their sound. And then if I come up and I go over to where I'm normally playing, then it's a completely different sound, and it might not always ring. So I have to kind of maneuver it around the right way. And so I think in the case for this flute, is that I think this person played really, really low. Because even now, just doing that, it already feels a lot better in approaching the flute. So that's also something. I'll do the Murasaki Deiho again. I think that it will be a nice comparison for the two Edo period flutes. So there you have it. Interesting flute. There's no honko mark on this, or like it kind of looks in some of the places. Like if you look here, it almost looks like there was lacquer added later, just kind of like down here. But I don't know. This definitely doesn't look like a naturally colored bamboo. It's something like on top of it was added for kind of a desired effect of color. But yeah, it's a very interesting piece because of the sound that it makes is very, very, very dark and almost into the flute. Like you have to go in and then play very, very low. So there's like a difference between uchibuki and sotobuki, playing inside the flute and playing outside the flute. So it's definitely an uchibuki flute, and it's not at all like a blah type of flute. It's definitely all right here in my little world. I'm going to play this piece, and it's just for me. I'm going to play it quiet. It's the perfect Tokyo apartment flute, because the next door neighbors won't hear you. So I hope you enjoyed hearing this flute, and I will see you guys next time for another one.